Hi yogi friends, my name is Tiffany. I'm a fat yoga teacher and I'm trying to make yoga more accessible to everybody. So later I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, but I just, well I guess this is like not a good example, but I just launched this design on some shirts in a new t-shirt shop and I am so excited about it. And when we, let me get my lighter. Today, my mind is like all over the place. So let's go ahead and get a blanket, bolster, pillow, something to sit on, find some meditation. Let's light a candle, and maybe light some incense. I like to also, if you have like selenite, just to kind of give yourself a little cleanse with some selenite. I feel like Mercury in retrograde is like not our friend right now. It hasn't been mine, so we'll see. We'll see what comes up during this meditation. Once you find a seat, just remember, here, let me just kind of cleanse out my area as well. These types of things like lighting a candle, burning some incense, cleansing with some selenite, like all of these things are what I like to do as like ritual before meditation. It brings habit as well as like a calmness for me. So it feels good for me. And I think today we'll focus on the heart. It's February, so I have my heart singing bowl. So let's use that at the end of the meditation. I'll be opening this and playing it a little bit at the end. So today's meditation will be about 25 to 30 minutes. Once you get settled, keeping in mind, you want your hips to be lifted above your knees. This helps with circulation and being able to sit for long periods of time. If this bothers you to sit up like this, then of course sit in a chair, sit in a couch, come next to a wall, like get yourself comfortable, okay? And then once you find a seat, let's close our eyes and begin to tap into meditation. You might even find a different version of putting your legs. Like I like to be a butterfly. This feels good for me. You might even have your legs extended like this. So just maybe try all the things and pick one that feels right for you for today. So whatever you choose is good. As we inhale and exhale, let's tap into the breath. Take a deep inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale, 2 more times. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale, Let's try to soften any places where we're holding tension. So as we inhale and exhale, just come to a smooth breath here. If you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes, then go for that. If it feels better to have a soft gaze, then go for that. Wherever you're at with this practice is good. As we find this, let's let ourselves relax. Maybe we find a long spine. We sit a little bit taller, but overall we feel really good in our bodies. Maybe bring our hands to the belly and notice as it rises and falls, like how it feels. Let's send some love to our belly. Thank you, belly, for existing on my body and for digesting all my food and holding in my organs. As I think about it, it makes me feel like I don't send my belly enough love and affection. So let's take the time to do that now. There's probably been a time in your life where you felt like your belly was in the way. it wasn't worthy of love unless it changed, unless it got smaller. I think at one point or another, we all have experienced this. And that's just not true. Your belly is worthy of love, regardless of its size. Let's begin to slow down our breath and seal our lips, coming into that ujjayi breath. Slowly sipping in the air, counting to 4, 5, or 6, exhaling to that same count. Inhale, exhale. If we find an inhale for 4, then our exhale matches. So it's like inhale for 4, exhale for 4. If we find an inhale for 5, we match it. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. We find this ujjayi breath that feels good. You might want to explore this breath, like, I'll check out 4, it's not enough, go for 5, maybe 6. And once we find the one we want, we stick with it. We find this ujjayi. We tap back into the belly, giving it another squeeze. Today is all about love, sending love to the belly, or maybe another body part that you might not have sent love to recently. This might be your thighs, your arms, your chin. All of these places are beautiful on your body. Let's take the time to bring attention to these places on our body and appreciate them exactly for what they are. They are not ornaments. They are instruments. As we inhale and exhale, let's find this. Inhale, I am. Exhale, an instrument. Inhale, I am. Exhale, an instrument. I love this quote. And I know it wasn't Brene Brown who said it, but she was the one who brought it the attention to me. And the people who have said it are also just as brilliant. So checking in with ourselves, knowing that our body is meant to do things. Our body is meant to exist in this world exactly as it is. It is not meant to constantly shrink. If you're in that mindset, it's okay. But for today, let's think a little bit differently. Let's look at our thighs and appreciate them. They're probably bigger than what we want. Maybe we touch them with our hands, squeeze the tops of them, squeeze the inside of them, the outside. We might feel little dimples, cellulite. Beautiful parts of our legs. They are all our legs, right? And as much as you might want a different set of legs, these are the ones you have. Let's just take the time to thank our legs. Thank you, legs, for helping me get around, for allowing me to bend down, pick things up. Thank you for carrying me to different places, seeing all the amazing things, allowing me to walk around in places I've never been, and allowing me to explore and be free as I can be. Thank you, legs. You're amazing. Send some amazing love to those legs, those beautiful legs. Allow yourself to really love them. Really, truly love them. Gosh, I love you, legs. As we inhale and exhale, we go back to that intention. I am an instrument. I am an instrument. We go back to this and we say this in a way that makes us feel like our body is working hard for us. It's more than just flesh and bone. These legs have taken us places and they are worthy of love. Let's come around to the arms. Hello, arms. Maybe we grab them. Especially the upper arm, where maybe hasn't seen the light of day in a while, for whatever reason. It is winter. But especially because you don't feel comfortable in a tank top. Maybe you have those little strawberry patches on your upper arms, or maybe because they're bigger than what you want them to be. But your arms are worthy of love. They get to be hugged. They get to hug others. I guess pre-pandemic, you got to do that with more people. You at least can hug yourself. They also pick things up for you. They write things down for you. They help you work and do your job. They help you to live and be a human in this world. What would you do without your arms? I know it's possible to live, but these arms do so much for us. Let's appreciate them for what they are and how much they do for us. You can leave your arms hugging yourself just like this, squeezing and giving a hug. And if you feel like you want to leave your hands on your belly, then that's fine too. Let's take a few more breaths here. Finding that ujjayi. As we inhale and exhale, let's focus on our face. Specifically, our beautiful chin. This chin has probably been looked at in the mirror and you haven't, had a second thought, or maybe you have. But then in pictures, that's where it gets you, right? Pictures. It makes you feel like your chin might make your whole body look bigger than what it is. If you are a fat person, then you probably don't feel like a fat person. Like, you don't feel like you're existing in a fat body. You probably are aware of it in some sort of way, of course, but you look in the mirror sometimes and you're like, dang, I look good. Sometimes I feel that way. And then you see a picture of yourself and you're like, what has happened? If we can become more neutral with how we see ourselves, then it's not so shocking. We can open ourselves up to loving our bodies for what they do for us. So our chin is connected to our face. It helps us move our lips, move our mouth, chew our food. Our chin serves so many purposes. We like to rest it on our hands when we're in child's pose. And we do things with our chin like we might smile with our chin. We might frown with our chin. Our chin also holds up our face in a way that makes us look like we're human. There's so many amazing things about our chin, and the fact that it might be a little larger than what we want is the last thing we should be thinking about. We are so much more than our size. We are so much more than these things that we keep putting in our minds that we cannot stop thinking about. Let's take a moment and just feel what it is to feel in our bodies when all we have is love for it. As we inhale and exhale, maybe we think of the color green for the heart chakra, and we allow ourselves to sit here and just really be in our bodies for just a few moments. As we inhale and exhale, notice if your spine began to round, shoulders began to come forward. Just adjust slightly, maybe lift our chin. Check on our jaw, our forehead, shoulders, pelvic floor, toes. We like to hold tension in lots of different places. Try to let that go. And then just tap back into the body in a way that you feel that love. You feel the love and appreciation coming from within in a way that's like, this is okay. My body is good. I love how I look. Pick an affirmation. Go with it. Let yourself believe this affirmation. Sometimes we say things over and over and we don't believe them, but there's where the truth lies. So we probably somewhere do believe in this, but we don't allow ourselves to. Why not? Why do we choose to not love our bodies? We're only on this planet for a short period of time. Can we take the time to love ourselves? Go back to the breath. If you lost it, just slow it down. Seal the lips, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's just focus here. Focus on the love that we have. Maybe pick somebody that you love more than anybody else in the world. Is there any way you can have a fraction of that love towards yourself? The capacity to love is endless, yet we withhold this to ourselves. Why? My body is good. I love how I look. I love my belly. I love my thighs. I love my arms. I love my chin. All of these things are me. They are mine. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Finding that ujjayi. Notice if your shoulders begin to round and you find that you need to slow down the breath a little bit more. Stay focused here in that self-love bubble. We are allowed to love ourselves. We are allowed to look at ourselves and appreciate our bodies. We are allowed to. Let's take the time to do this. Stay focused on the breath. I'm just opening up my singing bowl. Let yourself really feel into your body here. Let's focus on the heart and how it feels in our bodies. You could even bring your hands to your heart, one hand on the heart, the other hand on top of your first hand, and give yourself room to breathe here. We inhale, we count to 4, 5, or 6. And as we exhale, we find that same count. This should sound like an ocean wave. This is your little love breath, self-love breath. You're sending it right to your heart and allowing yourself to feel into it. We'll be here for a few more breaths, and then I'll play my singing bowl, and you can listen and maybe open up your heart a little bit more. be here for a few more breaths. Let yourself feel into the bringing that is still kind of happening. That next exhale, we bring our hands to heart center. We tuck our chin and close our eyes or have that soft gaze. Just thank ourselves for showing up today and for being a part of this meditation. Bringing our thumbs to third eye, that little space between our eyebrows. The divine light within me honors the divine light within each and every one of you. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you being here on this Monday and supporting me in these types of ways. It really, really helps me, and I love you. Right now, like I said, I have my t-shirts that just came out. I'll include a link later on after this has finished uploading. And I do have 2 workshops coming up this month. So one of them is bed yoga. The other one is a trauma release yoga class. And so if you're interested, go ahead and sign up for those. They're $20 or $25 each. And they come with a monthly subscription, which is $29. So you can pay the $29 and then get access to everything. Or if you just want to sign up for one class, that's fine too. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of all of this. I appreciate you more than you know. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I have classes coming up. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for the love class. You're welcome.